it's your boy Raphael Samcrow back with another reaction video. So I'm going to be I don't know how long this video is going to be, but I'll try to keep it short and sweet and simple. Nah? So in recent news at the San Diego Comic-Con in 2024 this year, a lot of things happened in this event. A lot of things. The announcements with Marvel and DC, if that's what you want to call the announcements on DC or whatever. In this event, honestly, Marvel upstaged DC by a lot. You understand? Announcements, in terms of movies, announcements, and surprises. First off, I want to say Deadpool and Wolverine. Yo, guys, I'm not going to do a review, because every time I do a review, I do a spoiler. You understand? So I'm not going to do a review on Deadpool and Wolverine. But what I am going to say is, I hope Marvel continues this same. I hope Marvel continues this same route. I hope they pick up where Deadpool and Wolverine left off. You understand? I hope they do, considering what they have been releasing these past few years since Endgame. I mean, sure, Spider-Man, I don't know whether it's Far From Home or yeah, it's Far From Home. Spider-Man Far From Home. Or No Way Home. The third installment of the MCU Spider-Man. Yeah, after Endgame, I think that movie tops all the movies in the series. It tops all of them. So they have been releasing flop after flop after flop ever since Endgame, with this Spider-Man being the exception. And then after this Spider-Man Far From Home, they released another flop after flop after flop after flop, until Deadpool and Wolverine. So I'll try not to spoil anything, but I loved the cameos, I loved the action. The story was a bit, the villain, I don't know, I'm not sure about the villain. There was a bit something that was short with the villain. Not going to say what it is for those who haven't watched it. I'm not going to say what it is. But there was something about the villain that did not quite satisfy me enough, if you know what I mean. But yeah, the action was great. The comedy scenes, they were great. The cameos, they were great. It was awesome. And I loved Hugh Jackman returning as Wolverine, a variant of Wolverine, because the original Wolverine, the one from Fox, the one we know, he is the original, right? So he died in the Logan movie. So this one is a variant of Wolverine, but all the same, he returned, he killed it, and he and Ryan Reynolds have good chemistry, both in movie and in real life. They are friends, so their chemistry is natural. Post-end credits, I won't spoil, But I hope they continue. I hope they continue this. I hope there's a fourth. I hope there's a fourth. I hope they make a fourth. I hope we see more of these characters, Deadpool and Wolverine, in the future. There is good potential in this movie. They need to capitalize on this movie going forward. They need to capitalize. And I see at the San Diego Comic Con, they showed promise with their announcements. The titles, the two Avengers movies. I am a bit disappointed they are not continuing with the Kang storyline. I am a bit disappointed because of what happened with Jonathan Majors. But I hope I hope they do well with this new path they are taking. I hope they do well, but I do wish they continued with the Kang storyline and just recast the actor. I did like Jonathan Majors for the role. I did like him, but I do wish they did continue with it, but it is what it is. I wish they just recast Kang the Conqueror. Yeah, but it is what it is. They decided to scrap it and take a different route. So 2026 is going to be Avengers Doomsday with Victor Von Doom as the antagonist for the Avengers. And guess who is going to play Dr. Doom in the Avengers Doomsday? Is none other than Robert Downey Jr. Now wait. I was excited to see him stand on that stage, that entrance where all the Doom bots were standing there, and then he emerged wearing all green and the mask and the hood, and then he took off the mask and surprise, it was Robert Downey Jr. I was excited because I haven't seen much of him in Marvel things. I haven't seen much of him, so I was excited at first, but then after it sank in that he was going to play Dr. Doom, I got to thinking, is this a good idea? I get everyone is excited, I get it, but is it a good idea for someone who played Iron Man, Tony Stark, for so long, like 11 years? For someone who had played the same character for 7 years, Iron Man, Tony Stark, for him to go to return as a villain called Victor Von Doom, is it a good idea? I mean, don't get me wrong, Robert Downey Jr. is a great actor. He's a great actor. But is it a good idea? I mean, they could have just recast him, Victor Von Doom. They could have cast someone else other than Robert Downey Jr. Since when everyone sees Robert Downey Jr., they see Iron Man Tony Stark. You understand what I'm saying? So it's going to be a bit funny seeing the beloved man who played a beloved character become the bad guy now. Not that the beautiful death in Endgame was meaningless. It was not. Tony Stark is dead. He saved the world, giving his life to save the world and end Thanos. So it's not meaningless. As well as Wolverine in Logan's death. It was not meaningless. This Wolverine in Deadpool and Wolverine was a variant of that Wolverine, since we are in this multiverse thing. So I'm guessing Victor Von Doom is a variant of Tony Stark. I'm not sure if that's how it works. I said I'm not going to spoil Deadpool and the Wolverine, but I just thought of another cameo. So I just thought of another cameo that I saw on Deadpool and Wolverine. So makes me think maybe he's a variant of Tony Stark. I'm not sure. I don't know. Perhaps maybe he's the same. He's a variant of Tony Stark, but they have a different name. You know, different family, different name, that type of stuff. So yeah. Um. So 2026 Avengers Avengers Doomsday, May 2026. That's the year after. Yeah, next year. And then 2027 May is going to be Avengers: The Secret Wars, and with both these movies are going to be directed by the Russo brothers. Finally, the Russo brothers are back. They did a marvelous job in the Avengers movies, Avengers: Age of Ultron, and Avengers Infinity War, Avengers Endgame. They did a wonderful job. I am excited to see what they will do with this one. I'm excited. So the Russo brothers are back. Robert Downey Jr. is back, although I'm not sure about his return. I do wish they cast someone else as Victor Von Doom. I do wish so. An a European actor, since in the comics he is European. Yeah, so that's as I was saying, I had to deal with something. So as I was saying, I wish they cast an European actor for Victor Von Doom, since in the comics Doctor Doom is European. You understand? So yeah, but it is what it is. I'm not going to complain. I'm not going to complain, but those are my thoughts on the situation. So, moving on. Marvel did upstage DC with the announcements and all that. I mean, DC, yo, you disappoint me. As if I needed any more reasons. As if I needed more reasons as if I needed more reasons to know that this is going to flop, the DCU is going to flop. James Gunn makes a video. Asking fans to not stop believing in him and looking all sad and what and whatnot. Yo, what the shit? Make announcements. Do something that's going to get people hyped up. You didn't do that. All you did was show a new DC logo. Yo, guys, okay, it's time to be brutal right now. I'm done with Marvel. Marvel did a marvelous job at the San Diego Comic Con. They did a marvelous job, but I'm not sure about the casting of Victor Von Doom. Moving on. It's time to be brutal now. After I saw this new logo of DC, I have this to say to anyone who says, in fact, to any hater who claims that this DCU is going to be better than the Snyderverse. Any hater who says this is better than anything Snyder did in the DCEU, I have this to say, because I see a lot of people are praising this new DC logo online. So I have this to say to you. Look at me. Look at me. Look here. I have this to say. Hey, I never want to hear anyone telling me and the rest of the Snyder fans to move the fuck on. I never want to hear it again. Never. This new DC Studios logo is not new. It's a logo used before it's a 1976 DC logo. 1976. It's not new. It's a classic. And you are branding it as new. It's lazy. If this is a reboot, you should come up with new DC logo. Something that's going to last another decade. It's going to be used another decade. You are rehashing old stuff and calling it new. That's lazy, and that's a bad sign. It's a bad sign. You are being lazy. You're not using your brain cells to come up with new stuff. You are rehashing moments in the Man of Steel movie and whatnot. And you're calling it your own. It's lazy. Lazy. I never want to hear anyone telling me to move on from the Snyderverse. Hashtag restore the Snyderverse. Warner Bros. Discovery is going down. It's sinking. These hard-headed idiots wearing suits are fucking shit up. They refuse to listen to the customers, to the consumers that pay money to watch their product. They refuse to listen to the customers. Hard-headed. They did. It was a good move when they released the Snyder Cut. It was a good move. The HBO systems, they crashed because everyone was watching Zack Snyder's Justice League on HBO. Everyone was watching. The system crashed. It was even called a worldwide phenomenon. It was a good move. Although they did do a dick move by removing Jon Stewart to make a cameo at the end of the movie with Killer Walk when they went to visit Bruce Wayne there at the end at the lake. Instead of Martian Manhunter, it was supposed to be Jon Stewart and Killer Walk. But they said that he cannot use the Green Lantern because they have a plan. They're going to use him in the future. Where is he? Where is Jon Stewart? All I see is Guy Garner at this future DCU Superman flop. That's all I see. Where is Jon Stewart? Why did you not allow Zack Snyder to use Jon Stewart and Killer Walk in that scene? Why did you let him make them? Why did you not let him give them an appearance? I mean, Martian Manhunter appeared at Lois Lane's apartment outside her door, disguised as Martha Kent. Right, that was all the cameo we needed in Zack Snyder's movie, in the Zack Snyder's Justice League. That's all the cameo we needed. At the end right there, they were supposed to be Green Lanterns visiting Bruce Wayne, not Martian Manhunter. Green Lantern did not appear because you said you had plans for Green Lantern. and still today there is nothing. But despite your dick move, the movie was a success. It was good. I don't give a fuck what you say. I don't care. I don't care. I enjoyed the movie. I loved it. And a lot of people loved the movie. And I am pretty sure you also loved the movie, but you just don't admit it. And that's fine. That's fine. You're lying to yourself. We don't care. You're lying to yourself. So anyway, back to this DC logo shit. It's not new, guys. It's a rehashed classic logo. It's not new. Check out 1976 DC logo. You will see and do a comparison. You will see. You will see. As if I needed more signs that this DCU, this new reboot of the DCU is going to flop. DC did not make any announcement at the San Diego Comic-Con. All they did was show this stupid, it's not stupid, this rehashed classic logo of DC. Dubbing it new. It's not new, it's classic, it's old. You guys are so obsessed with... They are so obsessed with the Matt Reeves Superman, the underwear suit of Superman, right? They are obsessed. They want a Superman movie just like the Matt Reeves movie. Superman saving cats out of trees, smiling in the public, not feeling the weight of the world on his shoulders, not feeling any human emotion, just smile, even in the face of tragedy. They are using this DC logo, this classic DC logo, and calling it a new DC logo. It's not new, I say again. And yet, somehow, we are the ones who should move on from anything Zack Snyder in the DCU. We are supposed to move on as Snyder fans, and yet you refuse to move on. And we are not even that much, not like we did the past few years. Right, we are not making that much noise anymore. Yes, the hashtags are still trending and they'll never stop trending. I am one of those hashtags, so we'll never stop trending. Hashtag restore the Snyderverse will never stop trending. Hashtag sell the Snyderverse to Netflix. It will never stop trending. It will keep trending, but we are not making as much noise because this new universe of Rebel Moon is up and coming and we are supporting it. You understand? We are supporting it. Zack Snyder is not doing anything DC, and yet you idiots are still obsessed with the man. Even it's at this point it's basically pathetic. I mean, how can you hate a guy who is a good, decent human being? One of the few good, decent human beings in the world, and love the guy with pedo tweets. I mean, it's like the world has turned upside down, guys. A decent human being was fired from helming DC projects, and a guy who's doing funny stuff on Twitter is rewarded with helming DC projects. The world has turned upside down and I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. So, those are my those are the top things I wanted to talk about in this SDCC event. That's what I wanted to talk about. Now, lastly, I did not watch the last point, right? And then I'm going to be done. I did not watch the opening ceremony Olympics in Paris 2024. I did not watch the opening ceremony, but I did see online everyone has been talking about it, and I said, okay, let me go watch it. I did, and oh my god, yo, I don't know what's wrong with people. The opening ceremony is supposed to be something that is a celebration, you know. Everyone of all ages is watching that. Excuse me. Everyone of all ages is watching that. Understand? Now, some people are complaining. They said that it's a mockery of the Last Supper. Understand? I did see the resemblance there, but they said it's a mockery of the Last Supper. The Christians are saying it. I'm not going to get into that. I don't like talking about religion because I'm afraid I'm going to offend someone somewhere, somehow. So I don't get into that. So I will not get into that. But I did see that, and I did see the reference of the Last Supper in that in that pose over there. But I'm not going to get into that. My point is, straight to the point, my point is, the opening ceremony was watched by people from all ages. You understand? All ages, old and young. Because it's something it's something that everyone can watch. You understand? So they took that and turned it into some type of promotion, advertising, or passing of the message of the woke message. This LGBTQ thing, they used that to pass this woke message to people. Okay, fine. I have nothing. I have nothing against that community, right? As long as they stay away from me and don't drag me into their delusion, because I'm going to call it a delusion, right? I'm not I have no problem personally with them as long as they stay away from me and do not involve me into the if someone is non-binary, understand, they can call themselves with the pronouns of they, them, or whatever. That's your business. I am going to refer to you as he or she. That's it. Now, I did notice in this opening ceremony that these guys, they were all drag queens. It's a bunch of guys dressed as women with makeup and all that, right? And one of the guys had a nutsack exposed. They had a nutsack exposed. Now imagine there are kids watching this, and this guy dresses in something that's exposing the nutsack. Now my question is, why are these people targeting kids? What the fuck? Why are you targeting kids? Why can't you not let kids be kids and stop inserting your delusion on these innocents? Why is this being allowed? Why is this being allowed? Next thing you know, these guys are going to... Guys, I'm only going to say this once. I hope someone somewhere sees this. Yo, if any one of you guys comes near my child, I am going to go to jail for assault. I am going to fuck you up. I am not kidding. I am not joking. You see me smiling? I am not smiling. The face is smiling, but look into these eyes. Any of you guys come near my kid, I swear I will mess you up. I will mess you up in a terrible way. You will be eating through straws. Because this is going to lead to SA on kids. You're going to SA kids. SA means sexual assault, by the way. So you're going to SA kids. You're going to become pedos. That's what's going to happen. This road is going down that road. Because the kids are not going to be safe anymore, because these guys, they are targeting kids, influencing them to do this nonsense. They're influencing kids to do this nonsense. You will find parents. You will find parents do. Yo, guys, some people are not meant to be parents. You're just not. So I think that this opening ceremony was a disgrace. It should not have been allowed. It should have been not been allowed. They should have done something. Look at what Beijing did in their opening ceremony in, I don't know, 2008 or something. I'm not sure. Look what they did in their ceremony. Compare that opening ceremony to this one and tell me which one you prefer. If you prefer this one, there's something wrong with you. It's sick. It's worrisome. These guys should be watched. They should be monitored, because at this point, I don't believe the children are safe. I don't. That's my 2 cents. So that's what I wanted to say about that. These are the topics that I wanted to address in this video. If you enjoyed my reaction, please like and subscribe, comment and share. Let me know what you think based on what I've said. The Marvel announcement and the casting choice, the DC logo, and everything I said about the DC shit, and this opening ceremony of Paris. Let me know what you think. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed my reaction, like and subscribe, comment and share. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so you will be notified when I upload a new video. Go over in the description. I have posted the links to my Instagram, X, and Facebook. Make sure you go over there and follow. Yeah. Thank you for subscribing, guys. 124 subscribers. We are growing. Thank you very much. Let's keep it going. 1,000 subscribers. Let's hit the mark. Saludas, Owens.